Hello ladies and gentlemen, how's your day going? I hope your day's going. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to get better at PvP in Shindo Life. Before I start this video, I want to let you guys know that I'm live almost every Saturday and Sunday. I don't want to hold you for much longer, so I hope you enjoy this video. The number one most powerful trick in Shindo Life is undoubtedly blocking. Blocking is so underrated and so underused that it just disappoints me to see not that many players use it. I host arenas when I stream almost every day, and I see so many players accidentally get outplayed by me because they lack blocking. It's disappointing, and I want to teach you guys how to, control and utilize blocking. So here's a little clip of me utilizing blocking, and I hope you can manipulate it in the way you'd like to. That way you can learn how to block yourself. The second tip is mobility. Mobility is very important. If you're paying attention to my Z-Spec and my C-Spec, I was using Cloak of Lightning and Itachi Mangekyo Sharingan. The reasoning behind this loadout is speed. I attempt to keep a certain distance from my opponent, that way they don't use a companion such as Neji, which is my worst fear, which always happens to me and always breaks my combos. So that's something that you might want to watch out for. Biggest one for me is Neji, because they always like to use it on me, especially even when I'm using Joshin. So that's a big tip that you should start using to keep distance from them. And in order to keep distance after you pop a jutsu that's from close range, make a mobility based loadout. And this is going to lead you to my third tip. The third tip is to have a loadout. Having a loadout for different events are really helpful, considering they just added back tailed beast bosses. Now, I know you saw me in the video recently use Rasen Shuriken Toss to kill an opponent, but it is not helpful whatsoever, considering it barely has any tracking and how much your opponent is going to be moving, knowing that they have a brain, and if they were to stand still, you'd probably end up comboing them. So Rasen Shuriken Toss isn't helpful, but Odama Rasengan would be helpful. But imagine using Odama Rasengan against a tailed beast boss. This is how I advise you to start using loadouts. Loadouts are so crucial to the game, and if you have the same weapons, if you have the same loadout for everything you do, you're not going to be that good at PvP or defeating tailed beast bosses. So I advise you, please have loadouts. Last but definitely not least, learning from your mistakes. So many people die to a move that they can learn and counter, and they go for the same thing over and over again, and they get mad because they aren't seeing any improvement. Here's how I got good. Right before I started playing the game, my brother played the game, so when I asked him to 1v1 when I thought we were both newbies to the game, he absolutely demolished me, and to this day he still kinda does, but I've gotten way close to his level. He started using these Renegon moves recently, and that's how I learned how to counter those moves. You see, earlier in the video, I displayed me, blocking Renegon moves. That's just because I learned them. Like, my brother used them so many times, and learning block is such a good way. So I wanted to share the information with you guys. I wanted to share that blocking is such an overpowered way to stop so many combos. So, that's a really important way how I learned. So that's how you can counter something. You have to learn how you can stop it. I'm going to tell you now, blocking is going to be the most crucial way to stop things, but you'll never ever improve. If you let your pride get in the way of your improvement, you'll never improve. Give yourself a break once in a while. If you were as mean to yourself as you were to somebody else, you probably wouldn't have many friends, wouldn't you?